ClownPierce. He's one of the most well-known PvPers on YouTube, with well over 600,000 subscribers, and he pulls in millions of views on his channel. And there is a very good reason for that. Like I mentioned, he's one of the best PvPers ever, and he's beaten a hacker, he's done a 2v1, a 4v1, even a 35v2. That is almost unheard of, and my goal is to beat him. I spent 6 long months mastering Clown's best game modes, and even doing some unfair fights myself. Watch and see as the story unfolds of me training to beat ClownPierce. But before this video starts, I just want to say that I actually am not in any contact with ClownPierce, so I need your help. Get this video to ClownPierce's attention so we can finally see how the fight will go. So, share this video with your friends, family, even your long-lost aunt that you barely even remember. Like this video and watch all the way through so that more people will see it. And finally, spam ClownPierce in his DMs. Just kidding, guys, don't do that. And ClownPierce, if you are watching this video, then comment on this video saying you want to fight. I will reach out to you unless you want to do that to me. Anyways, let the story unfold. Axe PvP. It's simple, and that's what we are going to start with. From what little we've seen, ClownPierce is actually pretty good at Axe PvP, so I'm going to want to train pretty well. And my first attempt at Axe PvP is decent, but could be a lot better. I leave myself open a lot and let my opponents get in a lot of crits, but I do manage to get in some good crits and kill them. Not bad for beginning in Axe, but there's definitely a lot of work to be done. Now, we're just going to skip the middle stages, because I learned pretty quickly how to do Axe PvP. So we're just going to go straight to the end result now. Now that Axe PvP is over with, we can get on to some of Clown's actual main game modes. Axe PvP was just a middle ground for me and him, but now I have to learn an entirely new game mode and all of its mechanics. Crystal PvP. One of the most competitive and difficult game modes to master, but ClownPierce being ClownPierce has already pretty much mastered it, and if I want to stand a chance against him, I'm gonna have to learn Crystal PvP as well. Starting out in Crystal PvP, I just absolutely suck. I can barely crystal, and people just kill me left and right. But sometimes I can get in some sneaky kills and whatnot, but it just doesn't go well. So let's just go to the middle stages. And you can already see some major improvements. I now know how to actually crystal and whatnot. I know most of the mechanics, and I win a lot of the time. but I don't really know how to hit Crystal at this time, and I have really bad reaction speed. But I did manage to beat Parrot at this time. But now for the finished product. I now know how to kind of hit Crystal, and I have way better reaction speed. So, let the montage begin. I might need a little bit of work with Crystal PvP, but overall, I feel pretty good about my ability to beat ClownPierce and Crystal. But now we're left with one of the hardest game modes of them all, Netherite Pot PvP, which, of course, is Clown's main game mode. Now, it might seem simple at first, but there are many mechanics that you need to know, like W tapping, crit chains, strafing, P crits, and so much more. So, as expected, my first attempt doesn't look too good. I don't do very well when people strafe and whatnot, and I just don't know how on earth to pearl properly. But I do know how to semi-crit chain, but overall, it's a good first attempt, but terrible trying to beat ClownPierce. But the middle stages are a completely different story. I now know how to crit chain like a boss and even strafe, and at this point I've done a 2v1, and my highest streak was 17. Not bad at all, but now we're at the final stage. And I think it's safe to say I've mastered Netherite Pot. At this point, I've learned how to W tap and do P crits. Not only that, but I've gotten insane at crit chains and strafing. And finally, I've done a 3v1 and a 4v1 soon. I've beat a hacker, and I've gotten a 50 kill streak, which that video will be coming out soon. So, let's just jump straight into the montage. I do hope you guys enjoyed that, since learning Netherite pot took the majority of those 6 months. But before this video ends, I do want to tie up some loose ends. Like I mentioned, I will be posting the 50 kill streak video shortly, and I said I did a 4v1, which is in the process of being filmed right now. And before I say the last thing, I do just want to say that I would love to try and do a 35v2, like ClownPierce did, but people are just really good at Crystal PvP now, and I just am not famous enough to have 35 people try and kill me. So, I won't be able to do that amazing feat. But that leaves us with one last thing. ClownPierce has beaten a hacker, and if you look on my main channel, I don't have a video about that. So, me and my friend Pyromaniac decided to try and do it for this one. And before I show you guys the clips, I just want to say, don't hack. This was done on a private server for testing purposes. Anyways, let's get straight into it. Well, that's the end. No, really, we're finally finished. And I just want to say thank you. First of all, thank you for watching to the end. This project took 6 long months and took about 28 hours to edit all this footage, which is like 5 times the amount I usually do. And the second thing I want to say thank you for is for being there for this journey. This has been such a long journey to make it to this point, from Survivalcraft to Zero SMP to all the PvP videos. You guys have been there. And I just want to say thank you. And one last thing. Please be sure to share this video. I really want to fight ClownPierce, and I don't want all this work to go to waste. So if you don't mind sharing this video, it will be much appreciated. So, without further ado, I hope to see you guys on the battlefield. Peace.